we are coming out to our main session, that is how to remain safe. I request each and every one of you, dear student, dear staff, dear principal, please create awareness. And please use my, I will send my PPT, I will send my video. Please share with me as many as people. This is the only way we can remain safe in the internet. So let me get into the subject. What are the things we have to do? What are the things we should do? I'm going to talk about the safety in three aspects. One is what? As a strategy. What do you mean by strategy? How do we plan? How do we strategize? How do we think? So the first thing is create a strategy. Am I right? That is very important. Then I'm going to talk about policy. How you will apply that strategy as a policy. The third one I'm going to talk about how do you implement. Okay. So there are many three things I'm going to talk about in this. So are you ready? Great. Let us talk. The first one, as a strategy, we need to know what is privacy. Am I right? How many of you using Facebook? Please say, raise your hand. Raise your hand or say yes, no, it's fine. How many of you? Everybody, am I right? There's no one who's going to say I'm not using Facebook. But I'm asking the question, how many of you have enabled privacy setting in Facebook? Can you raise your hand? Privacy setting in Facebook. Because we want to use Facebook. It's good to chat, connect, to share my personal information. But did you enable your privacy setting? How many of you watching YouTube in your home? Have you enabled privacy setting in your YouTube? You can go and set this YouTube is only for disable you, means it will not bring unwanted videos. Make it's restrict the age group. If you are a parent, make it something called parent control is there in YouTube. You have to go and enable. So the first thing you have to know, whatever tool you are using, be it Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them, go, even your Gmail account, and a Google account, please go on. First thing as a strategy, check what is the privacy setting you have. You got it? Can you note down, all of you? Please take a note down. Go and check yours. Okay, immediately. If you are not doing it, please change it. Because last month, I will share this information. Facebook, there was an attack on Facebook. Millions of data has been revealed because there is a setting for privacy. Many people did not expose, did not enable. So easily hackers came and stole that information. So please enable privacy. First thing, strategy. Second one, think critical. You are in the internet, don't act like a foolish. Don't act like a ignorant. If somebody is talking to you in the internet and saying, I need the information, I am selling this for free, please click here, you will get 20 rupees. You forward this, you will win a prize for going to Malaysia, going to US, you will win an amazing ticket. Don't think, don't fall into this advertisement. Critical thinking is important. Is it everything is free? Do you think people will give everything for free? If somebody is giving free, there is something behind it. Don't trust immediately. All right? So critical thing is very important. So as a strategy, know what is my privacy, what information I should share. Second thing, critical thinking is important. Educate the students and children. Don't expose or don't give information. Okay. Ability to distinguish the true information and false information. Third one's digital footprint information management. So you should know, if I am going to Google, am I right? What is digital footprint? Can you go and search in Google, okay, about you? Search Dr. Gauri, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim. Search. Google will tell all the information about me. Am I right? If somebody can get my Google account, Gmail account, and if they can hack to my Gmail account, they know for the last 1 year what are the places I went, which are the product I bought, who and all I met, what is my weight, what is my blood group, what are the medical, problem I have, everything you can take it. Do you agree with me or not? If you go and ask Google, Google will tell about your history, the entire biodata, even your personal information. Right? So this is called digital footprint. Everybody knows what's happening, where and all you are going. You're using Google, um, um, you know, um, Google Map. Am I right? So everything is recorded. So they know in the last 1 year what are the places you visited. So digital footprint is important. You should know. And another one is the digital empathy. Am I right? If so, there are so many attacks happening using something called technology called social engineering. Have you heard about it? Social engineering. Recently, in the last 1 month, we watched our Indian news, Tamil news channel. Many people have given their bank account because somebody called and said, Prime Minister Modi scheme, we want to give you 500 rupees, ma'am. Can you give your account? We will give you 500 rupees. Immediately, I'm going to transfer. The poor woman, the poor housewife, she doesn't understand. She gives her bank account. She says, no, there is a OTP coming into your mobile. Can you share it? She will be talking very nicely, very politely, caring for you. It's digital empathy. All right. Finally, your information is available. They can steal all your bank information. They will transfer your bank account. Next day, you go and swap your card, zero balance. Sorry. This is ignorance. Am I right? So we need to educate. Cyber security management, like what is spam, what is scam, what is phishing email. Some email comes to you, it says urgent help required. The email will be addressed with Dr. Sumaya name. So Dr. Gauri will think, okay, this information is coming from principal ma'am. Immediately I have to reply. Principal ma'am asked to open this mail. I will click immediately. Does it happen to us? Am I right? We used to open because we only see the name, Dr. Sumaya, So immediately I will respond because she is the principal. And I don't know, I don't see when I go my mouse near to the Dr. Sumaya, it is not her email address, somebody else's email address. If I click the link, it is taking me to something and take all my personal information. So it's called phishing attack. So we need to educate. Otherwise, we'll be thinking Dr. Sumaya has sent and I lost all the information. Or Dr. Gauri has sent a message or email. I clicked here, my information is lost. Yeah. So I will not open the chat box. Sorry. Fine. So then cyber bullying. Now all the colleges, we know that students, the male students, boys hacks into girls. Am I right? Mobile phone. They take their picture, they take their video, and it goes to the level they do even sexual harassment. Many young girls committed suicide because of cyber bullying, because they don't know how to protect their information. Who are the hackers? These hackers are insiders. He is the same classmate, Mr. X. This guy want this girl to, he is fond of her. He fell in love with her. She was not accepting. He hacked into the mobile. He hacked into her personal account. He stole all the information and threatened her. We are seeing so much information. You go to the newspaper and search so much information. It's called cyber bullying. Right? And the final one is screen time management. How we should limit. You should not be always in the net, because if you are in the WhatsApp, they know when you are logged in, when you are available, what is last seen. Your profile picture is visible to everyone. Now we have a cyber security group for our webinar. I went to the group. My number is not saved by many of you, but I can see. I'll just show you. I'll tell you cyber security. Almost we have 256 people in our group. But I can see more than 50 people profile picture. This is wrong. Why should you expose your profile picture to me, someone who is not known to you? So you can go to WhatsApp and disable. Only who are in my contact will be able to see me. This is a privacy setting. Right? The final thing, after doing all this thing, the main important thing is digital citizen identity. The government, the state, the college, the company has to make sure your informations are protected. How? Aadhaar card. Am I right? What happened? What happened to Aadhaar card, voter ID? That Aadhaar card and voter ID people have hacked. So all my date of birth, my father information, my address, all of them information is available in hackers' hand now. So digital citizen identity is also very important. So we need to create strategy as an individual, as a family, as a community, as a company, as a college, as a state, as a government. We need to create a proper strategy. I hope you all understood this. This is the only way to remain safe. Am I right? Let me talk to the next one. As a policy, what I should do as a policy? Please, I asked you to type this message after this, you know, um, um, webinar, because I want to leave this 5 ways to stay safe online. I want this to be in your mind always. The first one is protect your identity. Don't put your photos, don't expose your child pictures, don't post your all your personal information in the internet. Protect your identity. Second one, if you feel there are information coming appropriate, for example, if you are browsing, there is a pornography is coming, am I right? Unwanted information is coming. Yeah? Or something which is, that is you are suspecting some information. So immediately report to Google, report to YouTube, report to Facebook. This is inappropriate image or inappropriate video. Don't, pass by. Take immediate action. The third one, use secure connectivity. For example, if you are buying an online shopping, make sure it is HTTPS. It is secured. HTTPS, SSL encryption. Or if you are using for your office, make sure you are using a VPN connection. Right? It's very important. If you're using your Gmail, I want to ask you one question now. Please answer me. How many of you using two-factor authentication? You know what is two-factor authentication? Two-factor authentication is when you are logging into your Gmail, it also asks you to enter the code word, or it may also send a OTP. Most of you know because you are using credit card, bank transaction. But my question is, did you enable that for your Gmail account? Can you just please type me? I want to see. Did you enable for your Gmail account? How many of you? Please. How many of you use two-factor authentication for your Gmail, for your Facebook? Please. Many people say, no, no, no. I want to ask one simple question. Respected staffs and respected students, I want to ask only one question. You are enabling two-factor authentication for your bank account. Am I right or not? You are using for your bank, it's coming OTP, everything is fine. Okay. Am I right? You are using it. But why not you are not doing it for your Gmail? If I hacked your bank account, I will tell you one thing. If I hacked your bank account, I will only steal your money. Am I right? But imagine if I steal your Gmail account, I will steal your profile, I will steal your photos, I will steal your all your information, I will steal all your contacts. Your reputation is gone. I can take all your images and videos and threaten you, saying that I have your personal video. Try to do that. I can threaten you. But if I lost the bank account, only I lost my money. But this is the psychology. Please understand. Please understand. This is the psychology. Wrong psychology. We are thinking my money has to be secured. I'm using two-factor authentication. But I am not caring about my Facebook, Gmail, YouTube account, Twitter account. This is very dangerous than the bank account. Do you understand? Do you agree with me? The importance of enabling two-factor authentication, secured authentication for all your personal account. Please, I request the one thing which I request you to do after this session is go and make sure two-factor authentication is enabled in your Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, all the account. It is available free. They're not going to charge you anything. Can you do that? Can you promise, all of you? I'll be very happy. At least I did my job. I told you, nobody can be given 100% security unless we educate. I'm only doing education. I'm not selling any product here. I'm educating you. Please go and check your son and daughter mobile. If the privacy setting is not done, it is highly, vulnerable. It's you can expose your bank account, but not your daughter's, mobile phone. Somebody hacked, he can do whatever he wants to do. Please change it. Fine. So as a policy, this is what I want to do. The third one, I will give some small tips. I gave strategy, I gave policy. Am I right? Can all of you type this policy? I just want to see from all of you. Can you type these 5 policies? Protect your identity. No. Report inappropriate images. Use secure connection. Then fourth one is mindful of your privacy setting, which I talked about. Right? Identity and privacy. And fifth one is talk to your kids. Please don't hesitate when you are giving a mobile laptop. Educate them. You tell them they can steal your information. Cyberbullying. Many people can take your photo, video. They can remotely monitor. So if you are in a bedroom, people can watch what you are doing in your bedroom. Believe me, there is a movie. Go and check. They have your camera. I've enabled, but even I am not using my camera. People can remotely monitor my camera. This is how dangerous is the cyber security. This is how dangerous exposing on the internet. We are all having CCTV, am I right? In your home to monitor what's happening in your home. Am I right? But can you imagine this CCTV also can be hacked and people can monitor? We are thinking, no, I have a password. What password? If Australian Prime Minister account can be hacked, what about me and you? So be very careful. Don't put CCTV in your bedroom. Don't put CCTV in your hall and think that I can be open, I can be relaxing. No, please make sure you have privacy. Always in your clothes, in your dress, in your interaction with your family. Don't put that in a CCTV and you are using a short and you are in a night dress. Don't do that. People can watch still using CCTV. They can steal the information. Please. So the one thing I want to leave with you is this 5 policy. Please adopt it, inshallah, because the tools will change. Today Microsoft, tomorrow antivirus, tomorrow malware, tomorrow ransomware. They will keep on changing. Believe me, they will keep on changing. If I close tomorrow, they will find new way to attack me. So what is the solution? Strategy and policy. This is what I teach people. Create awareness. By awareness, you avoid 95% of attack. Not the tool. Tool everybody can buy. Do you agree with me or not? If I am costly, I will buy Microsoft. If I am having less money, I will buy maybe what is there available for 100 rupees in a black market. Am I right? Cheap. But what is going to protect? The policy, the strategy, the awareness. Do you agree with me? Not the tool, but your policy and your strategy is going to protect. Okay. So let me give you quickly some tips. I think, ma'am, I have another 10 minutes. Is it okay? Dr. Gauri?
Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Because I reached 6 o'clock, I just want to take your permission. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, what are the things we have? 5 tips I always tell when you are doing anything on office or shopping. I'll give first in office or you are in a college premises, how you should protect. Then I will talk about how should you do secured shopping. Right? Everybody are doing now online shopping. Amazon, Flipkart, Zomato, what not. From food to the washing powder is now are all online. Am I right? Virtual shopping. So it is very important that we educate. So first thing is office or college. What you should do, make sure everything is locked. Don't leave your laptop open. Don't keep your phone without a lock system. You can use face lock system, password, passcode, anything what you want to do, fingerprint, but make sure it is locked. That's the first thing. Second thing is two-factor authentication is very important, as I said. Make sure if we are using VPN, there is something called token key. If you are using email, there is a OTP or backup code. Use it. Trust only those PCs which is approved by the backup code. So what does it mean? If somebody is trying to log in with my Gmail account, I am in Kuwait. Am I right? If somebody is using my Gmail now in India, I get immediately alert in my phone. Can you believe that? So I will give an example. What happened? I'll give a story, small story. I was on a business trip. I went to India from Kuwait. Then I had to travel for a business personal work to Malaysia. Okay, I'm giving a real time story. I can share later on the story. Even I can send you some kind of screenshot. What happened to me? Okay, so what happened? I was I was on a business trip and went to from Abu Dhabi to India. Then from there on a personal trip, I went to Malaysia. In Malaysia, I stayed 1 week and I opened my laptop for my personal use, my company laptop. And all of a sudden, I have to, my manager called me and said, Ibrahim, you have to reply this important tender. Please log in and, reply to me. So I started opening my email, office email, secured everything. But you know what happened? Immediately my email got blocked. I got immediate SMS from my office that Ibrahim is now trying to access from Malaysia on this address, block 3 on area from this house. And this IP belongs to this house. So he has been blacklisted because Ibrahim, as per our record, knows that he has gone on a business trip to India, not to Malaysia. So how come he is accessing from Malaysia? So my manager called me, Ibrahim, what happened? Your things are blocked. And then I also called my SOC, security operation center. I told them, now I am on a personal trip, please enable me. They said, yeah, we know that you are in India, but I saw your information is coming from Malaysia, so we blocked you. It's called SOC, security operation center, because businesses monitors everything. You got it? So today, if somebody is using my account from somewhere, immediately I will get a message that somebody is trying to access like you, and it get blocked. So you need to enable that feature in you. That's the option in Gmail. Okay, same way VPN. Then stay separate. Don't use. Sometimes you are using office laptop or office mobile for personal things. Keep always two mobiles. One is for office or your professional work. Another one is for personal. Why? Because somebody hacked into your office or professional one, they will not be able to steal your personal information. So try to, as much as possible, keep these two separate. Have one WhatsApp for business, one WhatsApp for personal. The last one, final one is think always before you do anything. I told you in the strategy. So is it clear? Can all of you type this 5 principle on office and colleges? Lock it up. Can you type? Lock it up. 2 is better. VPN for the win. Stay separate. Think always, secure. That is the strategy. The final one is about shopping. So when you're going to shop, never ever do on a free Wi-Fi. You go to shopping mall, they say Wi-Fi is available. You connect your mobile, start transferring amount. Don't never ever do it, because somebody sitting somewhere, he can hack. He is also connected to the wireless. He can know what you are entering. He can hack into your account, because the wireless Wi-Fi system in a public area is not secured at all. So be very careful. If you are connecting, only use for internet, but don't enable your shopping. Don't do any bank transaction. Don't access your office email. It is very dangerous. Wi-Fi is very dangerous in a common area. Please take this into your mind. And also protect your PIN and password. Don't keep, what is your password? ABC at 123, A capital at 123. What is your password? TBAG, tobacco at 123. You know, don't do that. You know, don't keep your name and at 123 as your password. Never ever do the mistake. The first thing I will guess is this password. There is a tool I can use to crack your password. So make it always with special character. Don't use your name. Don't use your college name in your password. Try to think and make sure you are using that very intelligently. There are some tools where you can protect. Now, I also will teach you if you are hacked, for example, if you have an access site, am I right? You want to know, if you want to know whether it has been hacked or not. How can you know? There is a site called Have I Been Pawned? You go to the site and enter your website or your email. It will say, tell you whether you have been hacked or somebody has taken your information or not. Something called Have I Been Pawned is the site. So it's a, I'll share with you here. Can you see my screen? All the report will give. Recently, Dropbox has been hacked. Adobe has been hacked. So it will give you all the information. Even you will not believe Domino Pizza has been hacked. So you will know all those information from this site. So I will send this presentation to Dr. Gauri to share it with everyone. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
also, you can go to something called Am I Safe? There is another site. My email, is it password is compromised? Am I using a correct password or not? So you can go to that address and check. Something called breach alarm. So it says what are the breach, whether the password is stolen, you know, what happens to you, all the information you can see here. These are the sites you can check before you click. For example, if you're receiving some URL saying that please you click here to get some free offer. Before you click, take that URL, copy here and check it. It will tell you this is a fake URL. This is hacked. This is exposed. So at least you will be safe. Is it clear for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So I think we are almost towards the end of my presentation. Because I just want to not to threaten you. It is not safe, but also I'm trying to tell how you can protect, so that at the end of the day, our objective is to make you as much as secure in the internet. See, this is some of the attacks happening right now, live in the internet, from USA to India, Philippines, Turkey. So it shows how many attacks is happening. It's alive. I'm not showing. This is a site. No, see, there are so much attacks happening in USA now. Can you see this? Microsoft attack. There is a Redmi attack, Adobe attack. All these attacks happening. So I will also share this map so you can know how the entire internet attack is happening. What kind of virus attack available? Which country is in the top? Is it attacking any utilities, banks, finance? All you can see in the map. Is it interesting, Ma'am Gauri, Dr. Gauri?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So it's a live threat map you can share, and you will know. It's a free tool. You can know how it's happening. So amazing. Tools are available. You can check to protect yourself. Fine. So these are the things we can do. I will tell you what you should do if you are compromised. Your password is exposed. Somebody hacked into it. So how you should protect? I'll tell you the first thing. First, immediately change the password. Everything, ensure they are strong. Second thing, call your company, bank or credit card. Tell them my bank account is hacked. So they will immediately block your account. It's clear? The second point. Third one, shut down your laptop or mobile, because if they have hacked, that means they have installed something called malware or Trojan horse. If you are connected to internet, it keeps sending information without your knowledge. You got the point? So if you are compromised, immediately shut down the mobile or laptop, or if your company, shut down the internet. It's very important. The fourth one, immediately report to the government. The fifth one, communicate to your friends, your family, your company, your college. Because if you're compromised, I will call your wife and tell, I'm talking from this, your husband has given this information. Can you please share your OTP? But if I inform my wife, if I inform my bank, if I inform my son, he knows that my account is compromised. So somebody calls, he will immediately tell, you are a hacker, you are a thief. You got the point? So we have to be immediately informing our near and dear ones. All the stakeholders should be informed. So don't think if I tell people will be feeling bad. It's like corona. What is happening? If you are infected, inform, because you will protect your family, your neighbor, and the street and the country. Am I right? Don't be ashamed to share this. Cyber attacks is something what is very important. You should share. You can inform. You should inform. The fifth one is engage third party to assess the damage. The final one is document everything. So with this, I have covered how to remain safe. I want to just leave, because there are many students. I want to just leave some tips. What are the certification available? How ITET also can help. So there are so much certification available as a student, as a staff. You can go to the foundation, mid-level, senior level. So CompTIA, Cloud, EC Council, Microsoft, Amazon, VMware, Cisco, Palo Alto. There are so much certification from foundation, mid-level, and senior level. So I can take another session how you can build your career in cybersecurity. Because believe me, one of the major uh, investment all the government companies are doing on cybersecurity, because it is like a war. Then the next war is not going to be because of weapons. It's going to be biological warfare. It's going to be using cybersecurity. Biological warfare like COVID-19, it's a virus, but it has shut down the entire world. Did we think about it like 4 or 5 months back? It's the damage is more than the war itself. It's called biological war. Same as cybersecurity war. So the governments are investing so much fund. So please, if you are a professor, if you are a student, try to get into that. There are so much opportunities. You can become a consultant, you can become a trainer, you can become someone who can be an ethical hacker, or hacker who can defend the company. So much opportunities. These are some of the, you can become also policy advisor, like CISP, Certified Information Security Manager. Means you can create policy for the government, policy for the colleges, that we should have this security policies. We should allow this, we should not allow that. Do's and don'ts. So you can become something like security, information officer. So there are so much opportunities.